Good evening, fellow BBC audience. In today's episode, Christopher Columbus set out from Spain in 1492 with 3 caravels. His idea was to reach the Indies without having to circumnavigate Africa. He ends up discovering America instead, the land who will give birth to Joe Biden. Christopher Columbus was a brainless man with no geographical knowledge, but yet he got fortunate at the very end. Here we have another creature, brainless creature since has no brain, but fortunate too. The Portuguese caravel, the Portuguese man of war. And we will see that this creature, this animal, has never been to Portugal, is not in fact a man, and lacks any sort of military experience. But now, stop stinging around and let's discover more on this stunning animal.
The Physalia physalis, commonly known as the Portuguese man-o'-war, is a distinctive but enigmatic member of the Plouston community. This group of organisms inhabits the sea-air interface and is exposed to a unique set of environmental challenges such as strong ultraviolet rays, desiccation, and rough sea conditions. It has evolved to live in a turbulent environment full of hardships, much like Britain after Brexit. Physalia physalis belongs to the siphonophoric order of hydrozoans, which are specialized zooid colonies. Each zooid has differentiated significantly to fulfill a specific function that keeps the entire colony running, similar to a condo of Italian immigrants in New York. The zooids generally appear in groups of 3, each containing gastrozooids responsible for digestion, gonozooids for reproduction, and dactylozooids for prey capture. Similar to a ship, the Physalia physalis has the ability to sail across the seas thanks to a structure called a pneumatophore that acts as a buoy and a sail. This structure is made up of an outer codon, an inner pneumatosacus, and the gas gland, also known as the pneumodenna. The pneumodenna consists of a single layer of cuboid ectodermal aerial cells from which carbon monoxide is secreted through finger-like projections. This gas is slightly less dense than air and is what allows the Physalia physalis to float. Upon reaching the surface, other gases such as oxygen and nitrogen enter the pneumatophore through gas exchange. The gas gland itself is rich in folates, which are precursors of carbon monoxide formed by the dehydration of a coenzyme-bound formyl fragment. The animal also has the ability to sink down by compressing the float using muscles to push out the gas through the apical stigma. The sail function of the pneumatophore is provided by the dorsal processes of the pneumatosacus that fit into the outer codon. These processes can be filled with gas by muscles present in the outer codon, which push air into them and increase the pressure. Through this action, the sail-like crest can be raised or lowered at will. The orientation of the sail is determined during an early stage of development and is maintained throughout the animal's life, with the direction of the main winds being the driving factor. With a buoyant structure like the pneumatophore and tentacles so long and deadly, the Portuguese man-o'-war is the perfect trawling vessel. Unfortunately for this animal, the winds often leave it stranded on shore, where psychopaths come to gather and pop them like bubble wrap.
And now, fellow audience, something completely different. The real Portuguese man of war, Cristiano Ronaldo! Sí!